Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Seharu, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. So now we're going to unbox a new deck. I'm pulling it out of the package right now. As you can see, it is still in the plastic. And let me see if anything else is in this package. I gotta show you guys. Ooh, let me see. That's cool. It's like a feather. Isn't that cool? What a clever idea. These creators, these deck creators are so clever. I love that. So basically it looks like it's a feather, and let's see what it says. It says, smoke of air, fire, and earth, cleanse my home and bless this earth. Drive away all harm and fear. Only good may enter here. That is really nice. Beautiful picture on it. And then if you take a look at the back of it, the creator's information is there. So of course I'm going to put all her information underneath this video. This deck comes from Australia. She sent this all the way to me from Australia. It was a gift for the purposes of reviewing it, which I am very, very happy to do. Trust me, if you have a deck and I like it, I'll be happy to review it. So I'm going to take it out of the plastic so it won't glare so much. There we go. And give you guys a look at the back of the box. There we go. Let's move that and show you. Alright, so if you would like to, let me move my finger. You can take a look at this if you want. You can pause it and read it. I won't read the whole thing, but I will read to you about the author. Monica the Enchantress is a contemporary therapist who works with clients all around the world. Okay. Let me see something real fast before I finish reading. Okay. All right. Let me put that there. There's our guidebook. Okay. I just wanted to see. And there is that. Okay. So I'm going to read the rest of it. And then it says, with a passion for teaching and sharing knowledge, Monica has helped many people to find their path and manifest the life of their dreams. Monica has an amazing fervor for plants and aromatherapy, and sharing spiritual knowledge is her divine mission. There are 70 full color cards with artwork and keywords, 165 page booklet that you see in front of you, and there is meanings, there's references, there's chakras, and a whole bunch of other good stuff it says in this particular beautiful deck. This is the 3rd edition, and look how it glistens. Isn't that cool? I love that. This box is on point. Another quality box. Let me show you that. It's one of those magnetic ones. I love, this is my favorite box. I love these because this box gives you no trouble at all. You pop it open, grab your stuff out, smack it down, done. Pretty. Love the flowers on it. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Love it. This is the guidebook. Let me open it up. So the guidebook is in black and white, as you can see. It's not in full color, but it looks like it really goes in with these interpretations. There's a divinationary, meaning. Looks like there's even a quote in here. And each one, of course, is going to be in here. There's some spreads. If you want to do one of the special spreads created for this particular deck. All right, so I'm going to relieve these of the plastic, and then I'm going to tell you all about, well, I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to show you these beautiful cards, okay? The one thing I did not do before I started to record was grab some scissors. So I'm working with my nails like a all right, now let's see. Ooh, there's a lot of cards in this deck. All right, so first things first, let's check out the cardstock. It feels like that pretty buttery rose kind of rose petally feeling cardstock. The backs are gorgeous, as you can see. Not bad cardstock. Gilded edges, which I did not even notice till just now. So yeah, this is beautiful. And this is card number 1. So let me move this and show you guys number 1. Make sure you can see it good. Let me pull it closer. Closer still. Closer. There we go. And you can take a look at this very handsome gentleman with no shirt on. And I don't know much about herbs, but it looks like the Oracle of Essence. I'm trying to see. I read her part, but I didn't read exactly what the theme of the cards are. So let me tell you that while you're looking. The Oracle of the Essences is your guide to the healing and spiritual energy of plants and their natural qualities. Each card is a beautiful artwork representing the personality and soul of each plant. Connecting you to their essences and the many ways they can raise your natural energy levels and vibration. Whether you use the essences or not, you can add inspiration, productivity, and positivity to your daily routine with affirmations to practice and incorporate into your life. Okay, all right. So naturally, I'm not going to know a lot of these plants, and I'll point out the ones that I do. This one I use like all the time, basil. I'm very, very familiar with basil. Now, what do we think of this artwork? Well, first and foremost, the colors are amazing. I love the cardstock. As I'm sitting here, I'm rubbing the card. I love the cardstock. The colors are really beautiful. And another thing I like about the art, which is a big thing for me, is look at his face. I'm gonna hold this up to you. Look at the lines in his face. Look at all the details, the buttons. You know, I love that. It's the little details in a card that really take it over the top. I love that. I love the details. It is magnificent. Now, these cards, and you can hear me in the background shuffling with them. They're sticking together just a bit, but that's because of the gilded edging. Whenever you have a gilded edging, I've noticed that it has a tendency to make the card stick together a little bit. Now, another thing you'll notice as you're looking at these is that the herb is there, like this is black pepper, but it also tells you destructive patterns. So each one of these is representing there we go. Each one of them is representing some type, and this one is representing imagination. Okay, so each one is representing some type of, you know, virtue, it looks like, or vice, it looks like as well. So it's going to be interesting when we come to the end to see what they mean. This is a birch. I know birch wood. I know birch trees. This is about support and union. Interesting. This is very interesting. I'm like, okay, like a fantasy, I guess. She is stunning. Come through with that hair, girl. She is beautiful. Fairness and equality. Oh, she is stunning. I love it. I love the art. I love the art. I love the details in the art. I love how realistic the people look. Look at this one. Cassia. I have some of this. Strength and confidence. You know, I wonder, is that, I don't know much about, I know the word cassia, but the illustration looks like cinnamon. So I wonder if they're the same thing. Have to look that up, because they very well might be. Cedarwood. I definitely have some cedarwood, and I have cedarwood oil. This is about optimism and connection. All right. Man, these are beauties. Yeah. I'm feeling this art. I'm feeling the playfulness of it. I'm feeling the details of it. I love it. Cilantro. Okay. Citronella. Dispelling and resilience. The only thing I know about citronella is that it's perfect for getting rid of bugs. They sell the citronella candle. So black spruce, tradition and consistency. That reminds me of the movie Pocahontas and John Smith. I wonder if that's who the inspiration behind this is. Oh, Blue Lotus, the ancient Egyptians. I don't know who she is, but she is beautiful. Cosmic harmony and bliss. Love it. Yeah, the details on these are stunning. I love the backgrounds, the sky, the pillars. This is the celery seed. And I'm wondering, I don't know very much about these, so I'm really wondering if they come from certain cultures. Okay, so cassia and cinnamon, this is cinnamon, have these things here. So I gotta look and see, it could just be similar. But that's cool. So we have a card for each one of those. And I have both of those. That's why I was wondering what's the difference between the two. Now we have the clove card. I like this because I love her outfit. Love the necklace she has on. We got some diversity going on here, people. Oh, yeah. You know I'm all about that. Love it. I'm all about it. She looks like she could be maybe from the Hindu tradition. It looks like the sage. I love it. Yeah, we got a lot of diversity going on here as far as locations. And we have men and we have women. So we have some gender diversity going on here as well. That's a good start with any deck. Oh, colander. Perspectives. Okay. And I'm holding like the whole deck in my hand. And it's a very nice size. But as you can see from these cards, they should not be difficult in the least bit to shuffle. They're they're a standard size, so they're not hard to pick up. They should be great for shuffling. Here's the cypress. Look at the sun in the background and the lightning. So it's kind of like, it says adaptability. So it's kind of like, what I'm thinking of is like the sun is either coming in and chasing away the rain, or it could be in the opposite direction. But I think it moves this way. In my mind, it moves that way. So we're going to say the sun is coming in, moving away the storm. Now, he looks like he might be Native American too. Respect and wisdom. Excellent. This is really beautiful. Look at the parrot. Love that. Again, the colors, you guys know I am, any deck that has bright, vibrant colors really draws me in. Some of the times we'll be talking, oh, eucalyptus. Eucalyptus oil is great when you're not feeling well. I have the oil, and I rub it right on my chest when I need to open up from my allergies. Any deck that has beautiful images and colors is going to get me anyway. And then this one has this great cardstock and then this cool box. And pink is my favorite color. So I'm all the way in. This like pinkish, rosy kind of color. I just love that. And you see that all over the box, all over the guidebook, all over the bags. I love it. And this is frankincense. I use a lot of frankincense and myrrh. Rebirth and repair. And look at the wise old sage. Oh my goodness. Let's get up in his face. I want to get up in his face. And it's not too glossy. Easy, and to be very easy to take pictures of these. And look at him. I love it. Love his staff. I love that. That is really cool. Fiddle. Yeah, so that's like one of the things that I'm noticing with the gilded edges is you have to make sure that you don't miss a card because they are stuck together when you first get them. That's why I'm back here trying to make sure I pull them apart so I can show you every card. Oh, this one is nice. I like that. Acceptance and nurturing. That's cool. Ginger. I use a lot of ginger. Clear intentions. All right, ginger. Wasn't expecting you to be there. That's cool. I love ginger. Grapefruit. Detox. Yeah. I've been hearing about grapefruit as a detox for a very long time. And he seems to be maybe, I don't know my Asian cultures, so I don't know if that's Japanese, Chinese, but definitely in that part of the world. I love that. I love that. I love that diversity. Look at the mountain in the background. Look at the house and the trees. Like, this is stunning. This is really stunning. She reminds me of a fairy. It looks like she has similar, let me see. Let's get close up on her. Reassurance, and she does have fairy ears. So, yeah. She definitely reminds me of a fairy. Jasmine, fertility, juniper berry, before I bring them out, I'm trying to make sure I pull them apart. I don't want to miss not one of these beautiful cards. This one is good. Lavender. I use a lot of lavender. So it's cool that I'm familiar with these. We use these in magic. Lavender is used to like calm down situations. So like you might take a candle and roll it in fresh lavender and burn it. Or make a sachet with fresh lavender. Put it under your pillow. Lemon is used for cleansing. It says cleanse. I was wondering if it was for cleansing here too, and it is. It's for cleanse and focus. I love the yellows. Look at those yellows. Look at those butterflies. Ah, another stunning deck. You know, this is how come people always ask me, why do you have so many decks? I'm like, yo, you just don't understand. You don't understand my love of the artwork. All right, lemon myrtle. I wonder where he's from. He's a very interesting look. Very handsome young lad. Ah, lemongrass. This is often burned as well to purify. Okay. Yeah, to purify. Often burned. Comes in a bundle or a stick sometimes. Ah, look at him with the limes. Yes. I love his hair. It looks a lot like mine. Love it. These are gorgeous. So we're tapping into different cultures and different mythologies and different parts of the world. And look at the fairies. Love, love, love the fairy wings. Love that. That's cool. I really love the other than just the texture of the cardstock, I like the fact that it's not too glossy, because I like gloss. I don't dislike gloss. Gloss definitely has a time and place. Some decks are much more beautiful because of their gloss. But whenever it's not needed, like in a deck like this deck does not need gloss. This is like a matte kind of thing, and it's perfect. It's perfect for the words, the colors. I love the fonts that she used. If you notice, she used a fancy font for the big words, and then for the titles, more like a, I don't know what font that one is. It's not Times New Roman. Maybe it's got to be something different. Comic Sans or something like that, but it's good. I like both of those fonts together. I love the way the colors come together. I love the backgrounds, and the people, look at this one. The background fits, and not only because you can see the herb or the plant or whatever in the background, but it's also in whatever culture or place it is. You see some things that are indigenous to that part, such as, you know, the things that are behind them, or the symbolism, the symbols that are used. I use marjoram too. Marjoram is used for a number of different things. They're using it for trust and benevolence. It can be used for that. It can be, it's like a list of things you can use marjoram for in magic. I don't know this one. This is a new one. I gotta get a good read on that one. This is for protection and adversity. That would be very helpful. And as you can see, look at all these different, I love it. She like, let me see, make sure this isn't sticking. She like got, oh, look at that. Mythologies and peoples from like around the world. I recognize like a great deal of these. This, from like the gnome stories. I don't know where the gnome stories come from. I think they come from Europe, but I'm not sure where. I know where this is from. This is from home. Ancient Comet. This is the goddess. This is myrrh, compassion, and belonging. When you see the wings, it's either Osset or Mayat. I love that. Oh, look at this. Excuse me, Miss Ma'am, in your beautiful dress. Look at that. So I am familiar with most of these, but not all of them. So I'm going to learn a lot. Oregano. And I'll also learn, you know, some other uses for them, because some of these apparently I can use for other things as well. This is a great pair. I just realized it. Patchouli. Oh yes, I use patchouli when there's problems. Yeah. It says here presence and physical expression. I use it most of the time when like people are fighting, to calm things down. I love those things in the background behind her, the images in the background. But I just realized as I was looking at this card that this is a deck that would pair perfectly with the Herb Crafters Tarot. The Herb Crafters Tarot has a great deal of these herbs. I don't know if it has all of them, or if they're all the same, or there might be some. There are definitely some that are similar or exactly the same. And the Herb Crafters Tarot has 78 cards. So these two would definitely pair extremely well together. Judgment. I love that. He reminds me of when I was teaching freshman English and we were learning about the different characters. I actually taught A Midnight Summer's Dream. And looking at his little face reminded me of one of the characters. I'm trying to remember, was his name Puck? It might have been Puck. And his line was, "Oh, what fools these mortals be." And looking at that last card reminded me so much of that. Okay. Conditional love. Okay. I love the shadows and the way that the rainbow is right behind it. Now, this is interesting because I didn't even know. This is pink pepper. You know I love pinks. I didn't even know pink pepper existed. That's a dream catcher. And it says wildness and eagerness. I love it. I like her. I like her a lot. She looks to me like the kind of woman who is like empowered. She looks like the kind of woman who is independent and empowered and does her own thing. And you can see that she's in tune with her own magic because she has the magical ball right there. So I'm like, okay, I see you. This reminds me of an angel. Is that an angel? Looks like an angel. Consciousness and purposefulness. Man, oh, the yellows. Oh my goodness. The use of color in here is really doing something for me. Rose. Oh, unconditional love. Oh, this reminds me of Beauty and the Beast. Remember the rose that was inside of the glass enclosure? And the legend was that Beast had to find love before the last petal fell. So there's a petal falling right here. So that reminds me so much of Beauty and the Beast. I love that. That is definitely my favorite card. Even though I love I love all of them. I ain't even gonna say almost. I would be fronting if I said almost. I love them all. I just love it. Rosemary. I use rosemary all the time too. I usually use that with patchouli and lavender. Those are great for calming things down too. It says here evolution and movement. So I gotta look at that too. So see something else I can use it for. Sandalwood. I see sandalwood everywhere I go. Spirituality and truth. Yeah, I see it everywhere. Everywhere I go, I see sandalwood. If you ever go buy incense, you will definitely see sandalwood incense. Siberian fir, rising above challenges. Yeah, that's quite the challenge, because he about to fall off that cliff. That is quite the challenge. Spearmint. You all know spearmint gum. Apparently spearmint is a mint. Yeah. And I've had it in tea, if I'm not mistaken. Creative expression. Gorgeous. Ah, here we are. Back to the ancient ones. Wisdom and magic. Okay. Now, I don't have that herb. I got to look that one up. Definitely got to look up that one. Tangerine. So I like how it's herbs and there is a lot of fruits I've noticed in here. Now, this next one, this is interesting because this next one here, I take this every day. It's called turmeric. And you can have it in different recipes. I heard about it coming out of India. And the reason why I take it, it says here is for suppression and enthusiasm. I take it because it helps with inflammation and it helps your joints and things to relax. So that's cool that that's in there. Vanilla. Vanilla is one we use when we're doing love. And this one says we can use it for other things too. Here's some thyme. Bravery and resentment. Okay, time. This one here is vetiver, money. And here it says concentration and grounding. So I know something else I can use it for. Look at that. Oh my God. So is that the Taj Mahal? That's what that reminds me of, the Taj Mahal. I think so. And look at the man. Oh, he looks so authentic. Oh, it's beautiful. Wild orange. This at the bottom here, I don't know what that is at the bottom, but it reminds me of like a Hindu art. So maybe that's from the Hindu tradition. Here's wintergreen. Here is yarrow. I've heard of these. Yarrow, I think I have. Craftsmanship. And the last one here is called Yingling. I have this one too. Sensuality and intimacy. I think it's Yang. I don't remember the pronunciation of that one. I forgot that one. But hold up. While we're here, let's get some information on that one. That could be the card we look at. All right, so this one is going to be definitely the last one. We might even get a pronunciation for it if we're lucky. Let's see. Yeah, it's the last one. They don't give us a pronunciation, but it does say wise words. Creativity exists more in the searching than the finding. This is an essence that instills pleasure. She has charm and she is a very feminine essence. She is exuberant and playful, but has two sides to herself. She can also be serious when needed. It has the power to heal the past and release emotions that have been bottled up for years. So that's pretty cool. There's a definitionary meaning. So if you get this card, it has come to your reading to remind you to let go of past hurts that have been holding tight in your heart. No wonder, of course, I would read this card. I'm the one who always holds on to hurt. I have the hardest time letting it go. Allow your emotions to flow naturally. Love your natural self because you are beautiful just the way you are. Awaken your divine feminine and make peace with your body. Affirmation. I release the past and that helps me remember who I truly am. So there's some references back here, especially if you want to do a little bit of further reading. And this is a beautiful deck. I love this deck. I love how many different cards it is in here. She tells you how to use the cards, like I said earlier. There's lots of spreads in here. She tells you how to cleanse your cards if you so choose. And then she goes right into the meanings. So I think this is a stunning deck. And I really do recommend this one. This is another one I would say is 10 out of 10. Let me show you one more before we get going. Grapefruit. And it's time to go. See you guys later.